Now, for the second time in a row, making the exception of reviewing a movie which has already been released in theaters, albeit in a very limited capacity. First with Parasite a couple days ago, and now this one because, as much like Parasite, this movie deserves to be talked about. And with that, I welcome you to another episode of The Romancer. My goal, as always, is to enhance the movie watching experience. So Jojo Rabbit here. We have the newest movie by writer-director Taika Waititi, who's given us some really good stuff in the past, the very underrated What We Do in the Shadows. Of course, he gave us Thor Ragnarok, which I thought was great as part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe a couple years ago. So I was very curious to see what it brings to the table here. This movie got a lot of praise leading up to its release from all the Cannes film festivals over the past few months. And for those who are not familiar with the story here, we have a 10-year-old boy. This takes place right near the end of World War II. This boy lives in Germany, of course, and he idolizes Adolf Hitler. He wants to be a Nazi, of course, that's his aspirations. And he even imagines that he speaks to Adolf Hitler, who's played by Taika Waititi himself. And he was really great, by the way. And, this kid obviously starts off going to this Nazi youth camp, obviously trying to learn how to, trying to be a soldier, how to become a man, if you will, in the eyes of Germany. And from there, he ends up discovering that his mom, who he lives with alone, is hiding a young Jewish girl. Without his knowledge, he finds out about it and now has to cope with the idea of not only dealing with the fact that his mom is hiding someone, a Jew, someone he's supposed to hate, but now he's kind of questioning himself in the process and in the relationship that he develops with this young girl. So off the bat, let me say, I really like this movie. The praise is well deserved. This is an excellent film, one of the best of the year, and I understand what the buzz is about. This one I highly recommend here, and Taika Waititi does a great job of really towing the line here, because this subject matter, on the surface, someone told you have a kid who, obviously wants to be a Nazi and has an imaginary friend of Adolf Hitler. That can be a very dark subject matter. And what Taika Waititi does is kind of give us a satirical approach to the subject matter here. And he really toes the line and gets a great tone, balancing the humor and some of the seriousness of the subject matter here in a way that comes together. And it's a heartwarming, emotional journey for this kid, and you're along for the ride. And it's just like from beginning to end, it's top-notch work here. I'll say it's off the bat because Taika Waititi's humor I don't think it's for everybody. So I'm not sure how some of the humor might be taken by the casual audience, but what is for everybody is the message and the theme about the film here. Despite its goofiness and its kind of fantastical elements, so to speak, at times, he really obviously touches on the subject of tolerance and this kid, his 10-year-old, who has been led to believe that the Jewish people are something that isn't true, that they're beasts and have horns and et cetera, and he begins to really kind of growing to hate them as he believes he's supposed to, which is, again, 10-year-olds are very impressionable, I get it, but it touches on in terms of confronting those biases, and looking at things with an open mind and questioning who's giving this information here. Why do you believe that people are what they are when they may be not? And I think it's very relevant to today's times going on right now, and will be relevant the next 50, 60 years from now. And that's what I love about the movie here. And the message is great, and I like the presentation is great. The performances, Scarlett Johansson as the 10-year-old's mother, she's great, very endearing, very sweet. So I had a lot of great sweet moments between the two. The kid is fantastic, and so is the girl, the Jewish girl that he finds is great. Taika Waititi does a great job of Adolf Hitler, of course. Sam Rock was in here. He's also very good. What else is new? But it's a movie which I highly, highly recommend here. It's a very heartwarming film. It's got some, it gets to the highs and the highs of the highs with some of the comedy, some of the obviously emotional beats, which kind of surprised me towards the end of the film. And in all, just against one, you could come out feeling very good here and feeling like you really went along with this journey with this 10-year-old discovering things that he didn't realize were true or untrue, as the case may be, or as this relationship with the girl grows and kind of fosters into something special there. And the payoff really hits. I like how this movie ends. You're going to walk out with a smile on your face and all that. So this one, again, if you get a chance to see it, it's limited release. It's expanding in theaters over the next few weeks. Hopefully it's in your area. Definitely check it out. This is going to be one of those Oscar movies, of course, and I get it. I know some people, there's some controversy with, some people like the fact that he's, making something comedic about this dark subject matter, but get over it. It's not about that. He's done a very tasteful way. Again, it's a very satirical approach to the subject matter. It's fine. The people be damned. They're going to complain about something. It is what it is. What you're not going to complain about is you watching this movie, coming out of it. You're going to enjoy it. Comment below, let me know what you guys thought if you guys do see it. And of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe below and feed money to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards. See you guys next time.